Okay, in this next example, we have a spring which has a mass of m and spring constant k. Let the omega equals to the square root of k over m. And suppose that the damping constant is so small that the damping force is negligible. Therefore, if an external force F as function of t equals to F naught cos omega naught t is applied, where omega naught is not equals to omega, use the method of undetermined coefficient to show that the motion of the mass at time t is described by this following equation. So to solve this problem, we start by writing the general equation or general differential equation that we talked about in the previous videos. So please refer to that video if you not familiar with. So overall, the net force acting on the mass in this case is described as the mass time acceleration, which is dy d square. We will use y this time. dt square is the same thing, and it's mentioned here that the friction is negligible. So actually you don't have to include this expression. Constant dy dt as proportion to the velocity is 0 or negligible. I just write down for completeness times plus the spring force, which is the expression of k times y, equals to an external force F naught times cos omega naught t. So I don't know if you're familiar, this is a second order non-homogeneous differential equation with constant coefficient. So in order to solve this differential equation, we need to know two elements basically to solve the solution. To find the solution comprised of yc plus yp, where yc is the complementary equation of the parts on the left hand side. Let me just write down. So we need to find yc from here, and then find the particular solution yp, and the overall solution to this differential equation will be yc plus yp. So let's start with the yc, the first part. So as mentioned, the friction is negligible, so we only dealing with m times acceleration plus ky equals to 0. So we ignore the terms on the right hand side. So if we divide both sides using m, so we will get dt square dy d square y plus k over m times y equals to 0. So this is equivalent to a quadratic equation that I can write like using letter r square plus k over m equals to 0. So this is the equivalent quadratic equation for this differential equation, which means the roots for this is a complex number, square root of negative k over m, which is equals to positive negative square root of k over m times I. So in particular there should be a 0 there. So it's 0 plus minus square root of k over m times I, complex numbers. So that's the root 1 and 2. So in this case, the general solution, just write down the general solution for equation that has a complex root will be in the forms of, in this case yc will be in the forms of e to the power of alpha t times a cos beta t plus another constant b sin beta t where we know from this result of the roots, we can tell that the alpha equals to 0 and the value of beta equals to square root of k over m. So we can plug that information in there. Alpha is 0, so we only get a cos square root of km t plus b sin square root of km times t. So at time 0 we can do that later, but let's look at the second term, or the term on the right hand side, before we proceed with this. And the question also mentioned that square root of k over m equals to omega, so maybe we can summarize this as a cos omega t plus b sin omega t. Now look at the right terms. Okay, the term on the right, the non-homogeneous term, which is f naught times cos w naught t. So the function or the differential equation with this type of function will have a general solutions in the form of, we call it yp, in the form of x to the power of r times a cos, in this case w naught t plus b sin w naught t. So this is the general solution. So any function that involve cosine or sine t in this case. So let's try the value of r 0. So if you use the r equals to 0, we will get the particular solution yp to be equals to a cos w naught t plus b sin w naught t. And it's already mentioned that the w is not the same as w. It's not the same with w in the questions. So if we compare yp with yc, which was a cos wt plus b sin wt, this is considered independent or not the same, because w naught and wt is different. Therefore we can proceed, with the particular solution. Okay, yp equals to, again I just write down, and we will need to take the first and the second derivative of this function with respect to t. So dyp over dt will give us negative a w sin wot plus b w naught cos w naught t, and the second derivative is negative w naught square a cos w naught t minus b w naught square sin w naught t. So this is our second derivative, which we can then put in the main differential equation in the top, where we have the main differential equation as d square y over dt square equals to plus value of k. Let me just double check. Ky equals to f naught cos w naught t. So we can need to write down the m. Okay, so now we can put the d square y in there. Okay, m times negative w naught square a cos w naught t plus b sin w naught t, and then k plus k y, which is that one, the first one, a cos wot plus b sin wot, and the whole thing is then equals to f naught cos w naught t. So now we can compare the terms on the left hand side with the terms on the right hand side, in particular the cos part. So on the right here we have cos omega naught t, it has a constant of f naught, and then on the left hand side we have a k minus m w naught square, okay, on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side for the cos f naught. Okay, so we compare cos w naught t, omega naught t on the left with on the right, and in here for the b part k m w naught square, however, equals to 0, therefore b equals to 0, and a will be equals to f naught divided by k minus m w naught square, which is same as f naught k. K also can be converted from, because the value of k omega equals to square root of k over m, and therefore k is equals to omega square times m, omega square. So k equals to m omega square minus m omega naught square, therefore f naught divided by m omega minus omega naught square. So now we can put everything together. The general solution equals to yc plus yp. Yc is, if you remember, we are using a cos, this is our solution, that one is our yc, a cos wt. Actually we can replace the constant a with constant c1. Okay, it's the same thing, you can use any constant, just following the equation. Sin wt plus the yp, okay, this is yc yp part equals to f naught m w square minus w naught square f1 f0 cos w naught t, which is the yp part. So this whole thing approve the primary question that we are asked in the beginning.